as I record this, I don't even have the next episode screen recorded yet, but this will serve as our intro for episode 120 because I had some thoughts. What was originally going to be my outro of the last episode, but then I got kind of caught up in the backstory and stuff like that. So, but this will function just as an intro for the next one. And what's interesting is when this thought occurred to me, I assumed that the three kids would defeat the two adults, which is not what happened. So it kind of undercuts what I'm getting ready to talk about here. But I still feel like on the whole, what we've been seeing in the whole story so far, going back to the original series and this series and everything, on the whole, what we've been seeing. Why is it that the teenagers are so much more powerful than the adults? You would think experience. A 35-year-old quarterback in the NFL is so much better than a 25-year-old quarterback just because he has experience, even though his physical skills have kind of degraded a little bit. He's had a few injuries. He's a step slower than he used to be. He's still going to be a better quarterback because he has all this experience. He has another decade of experience. You would think with the ninja, every year of field experience they get, they would be so much better than anybody who didn't have that year of field experience. And these two guys kind of drumrolled the three kids. Like, they just came in, just rolled them, snatched the girl, and effed off. They didn't seem to have any problems whatsoever. They didn't kill the other two boys or capture them, but still they didn't seem to have much problem. But big picture, we're seeing teenagers take out adult ass, 20, 30, 40-year-old ass Akashi guys and some of these other adult ninja, who are probably ranks ahead of them. We've been seeing that throughout the course of the series. Typically, they have problems with them, but they defeat them. And they're almost always teenagers. Like, Kakashi will be there for a little bit, but Shikamaru, Choji, Aino, whatever her name is, and then when Naruto and Sakura and Sai came, it doesn't feel like a long time since Sai's had a line of dialogue. We've been with other people, so I guess that makes sense. I just realized as I said his name. It's been a while. This has been quite the diversion, especially if you were to throw in those filler episodes. Probably episode 90? Was it even then? I don't know, maybe. But don't let me get sidetracked. My point is, they were all kids, and they defeated two badasses. Now, I know people are saying Hayden's Hidan, whatever his name is, was fairly weak. He's probably the weakest of all of them, right? Powers-wise. But Stitch Boy wasn't weak. Sasore wasn't weak. Now, Granny did most of that work. But Deidre wasn't weak, and he got rolled. Now, again, Kakashi helped. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it feels like no 13 to 16-year-old should ever be able to defeat a 35-year-old ninja. Why is that? Okay, well, I have a working theory here. And maybe it's never explicitly stated in the series. The out-of-universe reason is you want the teenagers to win because teenagers is the demographic that intended for this series, this story. So no teenager's going to continue to read a story where the teenagers in the story are constantly getting their asses kicked by the adults. Nobody's going to want that. They don't want, we ain't got a chance. We're kids or adults. We're getting our ass kicked. You'll throw it away and you'll start reading One Piece, right? Like, nobody's going to read it. So that's the out-of-universe reason. You do it because that's the intended demographic and these are audience inserts, right? We're supposed to imagine we're one of these characters. But I think the in-universe reason is maybe your ability to store, create, not really create, but summon, that's the word I'm looking for. Summon, store, and manipulate chakra degrades with age. That's my in-universe reason. And like I said, maybe never gets stated, but that's my working theory here is because you have the intellect, you have the experience, but you just have functionally less chakra than you used to when you're 30 and when you're 25. And doesn't it kind of make sense? Like, we heal faster when we're 25 than when we're 50, because the body starts slowing down. The memory is not as good at 50 as it is at 25. The body starts slowing down. Well, what if the body also starts slowing down when it comes to chakra? Now, what cuts against that is you get some of these people like the Hokages and Orochimaru and some of these other people that are just old who haul ass with the chakra, right? just like they're slinging it all over the place. They do incredible spells and techniques, and they do all kinds of crazy shit, right? And they're old. But what if they just have more available? It's like a fire hose. Okay, if I have a fire hose attached to a 5 gallon tank, I can spray you with 5 gallons, right? And there's nothing obstructing my hose. All right, well, maybe somebody who's 50 or 80, like the Hokage, however old he was, he has a fire hose tied to a 300-gallon tank, but half of his hose is like half again smaller, right? It'll take him longer to soak you with the 300 just because he's old, but he's got more, right? So some people have access to more chakra than other people do. So even as they get older, they're still going to be more powerful than the people who had less to start with. That could be the workaround to explain why some of these old people just have so much power. But I don't know. I just think that like henchman number 3 from the ant village should be able to take out a 15-year-old who's only been doing this functionally in the field for a year or two, right? He should easily be able to do it, even though he's just henchman number 3. He's nothing special. He's just been around for 20 years. He's been doing it for 20 years. He should be able to kick ass. But he doesn't. Why is that? This is my answer. Now, if there is an answer revealed later, you guys have been very good about not doing that. So you're not going to, so that's cool. Thank you. But it'll be interesting to see. I just want to put this out there. That's why I'm recording this now, even though I'm screen recording episodes tonight. I won't be able to actually react to them until tomorrow. I would have probably forgotten I had this thought. So that's why I'm putting this out there now. Alright, here we go with episode 120. Don't forget there's a character pyramid at the end of this episode. And we're not doing the theme song again. We're going to be starting right here. So, let's go get into it. 3, 2, 1. Blow that shit up. Wrecked. Shit. That is quite the comparison, yes. Jesus, man, they were wrecked. Look at them. Looks like some knives finally killed somebody. Nice do-rag. This dude's a badass. Why would you naysay somebody here to help you? I like how they meticulously lined up all their knives. They're very organized. This kid's got some resilience, man. Too bad you gotta die. Hey, shouldn't get got. No person left behind unless you get kidnapped by the enemy, because that makes you weak. His flashbacks are hitting, man. Pissed. You can't doubt yourself, man. Full steam ahead. They be killing these transitions. Again, like I've said many times, you have to conceive of it. It's easy to execute an anime, but you have to think of it first. Because I don't think, manga has transitions. They have separate panels. Maybe sometimes the two panels together would serve as a transition. Maybe. I don't even know how they do that. But I imagine that the anime, they come up with that on their own. You're about to get smashed. Don't tell me Kakashi can come back. I'm going to be very disappointed in him if he comes back and helps this dude. She's resisting. Tell you what, man. These guys seem like some hard cases. Rough riders. I'm rooting for him. I just don't want Kakashi to waste his time. The mission is what matters. Oh, shit. No, shit, he did come back. Son of a bitch, dude. Unbelievable. I get it. I see both sides. I really do. But come on, man. Let's talk about it for a real long time in the middle of this fight. Yeah. Consider yourself served. What, you afraid? Yeah. I just. I mean, became really young, you know? I was 35, but now I'm 13. You know, it's very weird. Dumbass. You couldn't tell the difference between an adult and a kid? Are you effing serious? No, man. Henchman number 3. Incompetent. That's pretty good. You can camouflage your smell. Tell you what, man. These dudes are sneaky. That's where he gets the wound in his eye. Yep. You gonna help, kid? This was your idea coming here. This dude's worthless. He's the load. Yeah, I mean, I would too. Yeah, he's real good. Now I can only cry out of one eye. Nice callback. All that shit he was talking. The mission is dead now, and he can't even back up what he wanted to do. Boy, I hate this kid. Show me. I ain't seen jack shit from you so far. This dude's a problem, man. That camouflage jitsu, that might be one of my favorite things. It's not my exact, my total favorite because it's because it has weaknesses, right? Get wrecked, bitch. But it's pretty damn good. It's in my top 5. That shit's deadly as hell, man. Ta ta. Wrecked. Body's hitting the floor. Obito, huh? Good. It's about damn time. Obito. I don't think we've ever heard that name before, at least that I remember. Great. This is your fault, by the way. You ain't saving shit, man. We never heard of any of these other two kids that I haven't anyway. I've never heard of them in my life, so they're probably both dead. Uh oh. Where's your backup? I thought there was 4 of them. Was it just 2? I can't remember. That is pretty sad, isn't it? Yeah, she's still alright. Oh shit. Right. Okay. The Japanese obsession with the word brat. They, you know, I probably won't remember to talk about this later, but remind me. Japanese attitudes towards age, because there's a contradiction there. Maybe not. We'll talk about it later. Man, I like his It looks like his weapons are strapped to his arms with bandages. It's kind of wild. It allows you to grab people but also stab them at the same time, right? It's kind of interesting. Of course, you're getting two-pieced here. Oh shit, dude. How you gonna get wrecked like that? Say, fellas. I still think there was more of them than just the two of them. Huh. You were laying on the floor face down in the dirt. You got smashed. Oh shit. Not her style. Well, I guess we're all getting buried. Bride of Frankenstein too. Ah shit. Yeah, leave him. Screw him. He wanted to leave you. It's teamwork, man. Oh shit. He might have just died, man. So you're gonna collapse the cave, which means you get rid of the information you needed. That's what I'm saying. You bitched out. You killed the information because you were scared they're going to defeat you. Dude, you'd be cleaning out shit jacks in Alaska if it was me. Incompetent. He's dead, ain't he? Shit. That's why we ain't heard of him. Shit. Child soldiers, man. Look, I said I didn't like him. They're kids. I mean, come on. They're kids, right? This is why you don't have child soldiers. When it mattered, he came in. He came through in the clutch. This is messed up. This really elevates what I think about Kakashi, man. What a great backstory. I don't agree with this decision. Come back, but I respect it. If that makes any difference. Nah, it would have worked out the same way. I don't see how things would have been different if you were came in together. You know, but you can't really think clearly when a friend of yours died. Yeah, here's your gift. Oh boy, that's a great gift. Holy shit! If you could do that, that's amazing. Oh shit, that's how he gave it to him. No shit. Guess I was thinking it was like a magic eye, right? Like a chakra eye. Wow, man, what a backstory. That's something else. Oh, they're about to stomp this dude out. You just hanging out down here? You gonna take your lunch break right in front of the grave of the people you just killed? Idiot. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're gonna eat those words. Oh, that's weird. Oh well, I'm sure that won't be my impending death I'm looking at. Oh yeah, you don't say. He's about to tune you up. You thought, bitch. Well, wait a minute. You broke his little sword, man. That's not cool. Oh shit, no, I think you did. Think he's got something for your ass. How about barbecued asshole? What about that? Not very tasty, but it is satisfying. In the time it took that blade to hit the ground, you were barbecued. Maybe she did make it. I don't think we've seen her, at least not that I've noticed. We don't see many adults, though, so. I just wanted to drag his corpse over here for you to see. Be a little jump scare for you. Hope those are good guys. I can't tell. Is this an attack or are they trying to help? No, it's an attack. Yeah. Okay, they're bad guys. Let's go, man. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, man, the trope that you have to beg anime characters to move their asses when they're in danger. I just don't understand, man. Yeah, I know it's an emotional situation, but goddamn. Yeah. Well, that was never going to last. See, that just weakens the character, but we'll talk about that at the end. It looked like there's about 10 of them, man. Hopefully you're running the hell out of here. Shit. Well, this is awkward. Guess I'm going to have to go full ham on these bitches. Drop the bomb. Man, F you guys. You ever see a bug zapper at full power? Like I said, you got to beg him to leave. So, you gonna leave or not? Unbelievable, man. Might not have to. I think he's gonna zap them like bugs. No, you're just surrounded by corpses. What you're smelling is the bodies of all your many victims. The bridge never got blown up, so 1,000 people died. Congratulations. Nice, man. Oh, he did. She died because she wouldn't leave. This is so well done, man. The music, the visuals, incredible. Vocal performances all on par. Well, I guess we did get the bridge. We're still gonna be bitter though. We hate these guys. Hell yeah. Three. Well, two. Hell yeah. Put some respect in his name. That's really got me emotional, man. I have to say, that was very, very well done. And what's so amazing, I did not like that character at all. Abati, whatever his name is, Anami. I didn't like him, man. But, then I had to remember, keep reminding myself, child soldier, he's probably 13, 14, so we're all assholes at that age, right? So I don't want to hold it against him. But still, I didn't like him. So to get that emotional, as emotional as I am by his death, when I don't like him, that's a hell of a feat you just pulled off there. Like, damn. That's pretty damn amazing, like, I'm trying to think the other characters I don't like if they would have a death scene. There's not really many characters on this show I like actively dislike. Yeah, none come up. If I run across a character later, they remind me that I don't like them. We maybe use that example, but I'm just saying, like, we only didn't know him that long too. Like, if I didn't like him over the course of 15 episodes, and he died, that would be interesting, right? We'd only known him for 2 episodes, so I still think it's impressive, though. I think it was a combination of the great vocal performances, the music, the visuals, editing, just everything was done so well. Like, we talk about great vocal performances. What does that mean specifically? You know, Go back and listen to his lines after he'd been crushed. There was a breathlessness to them, there was a weakness to them, and that's hard to pull off, right? It can easily come across as cheese. That's what we see with that the horrible ass vocal performance of the glasses girl, with Sasuke's group. Like the extremes of emotions. Her problem is she's always angry and she can't pull off angry. She can't do it, right? So it comes across as cheesy and lame. In the extremes, anybody can be in the middle and give a good vocal performance. It's the extremes, the crying, the anger, the weakness, sickness, being drunk, like all these like variations that we hear on a daily basis in our own lives that feel real to us. But when somebody can't nail it, then it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's really bad. He was so good. His weakness, the lack of strength in his voice, like just very well done, right? So, there's that. I think it was just also well written. It was a swerve because I kind of assumed that she was going to die and then he would kind of have like a beef with Kakashi, even though Kakashi came back. Like, he's still there. Like, for the rest of their lives, they would hate each other because, you got her killed because you didn't come back fast enough. That kind of shit, right? So I wasn't expecting him to die. Although I did, during the episode, I speculated they might both be dead. Maybe not here, but at some point during the intervening years, right? Because we just hadn't seen them. At least I don't remember seeing them. So but it was a swerve. I wasn't really expecting that until it happened. Well, listen, here's the thing. I just hate this so effing much that we have to use romantic feelings as motivation for these situations. And I think it just weakens the characters. Okay, he's in love with her. So that just, that's why he came back. It's not the principle, we don't leave a person behind. It's not the principle, teamwork makes the dream work. We live or die with our teams. Marines, we never leave by behind. Stargate SG-1, we never leave behind. It's a core tenet of the military. You don't leave people behind, right? Like, Dad told me stories of them putting the ship in danger to recover people sometimes. And some of the lengths they would go to get people back during the Vietnam War, right? It's just a core military principle. You don't need to be in love with somebody to risk your life and during wartime to rescue them. In fact, that cheapens it, right? So the implication there is, if it had been anybody else, some other team member, we would never had this argument. We would have just went and blown up the bridge. We wouldn't have rescued him. That's what you're telling me, right? Doesn't that weaken the character? He's in love with her, so of course he'll do anything. Anybody understands that? Yeah, anybody would risk their lives for her. So you'll break military discipline because you're in love with her. But you won't do it for any other teammate, is what that implication is. I hate that so much. And then they got to bring in, she's got feelings for Kakashi. Like, how did that add to the story? It detracts from the story. He should be that impassioned about rescuing any teammate. If it had been Kakashi captured, and it was the two of them, he should be that impassioned about going back and rescuing Kakashi, even if you don't like it. That would be way more interesting. Like, say he hated her. This boy hated this girl, but he still believes to his fundamental soul, you don't leave somebody behind, you go rescue them, that's the priority. Because they're a teammate. They're from your village. Who cares what our personal feelings are? Wouldn't that be way more interesting, right? It just cheapens the character. My headcanon, I'm just deleting that part of it, and for me, I would like to remember this character as somebody who just stood on principle. You don't leave a teammate behind. It doesn't matter who it is. To me, that's just so much better. And I know teenagers especially are into the shipping crap, and that's why this show has so much of it. Everybody's, Naruto gets all blushy, I want to have a day with Sakura, tee-hee, I want to have a day with her. Like, that's teenage crap, right? This is a show for teenagers. I understand that. But you already have that in the main story. We're already doing that, right? We've got the other girl who we barely see, who's on the other team, who's like in love with Naruto. Same thing, right? Like, tee-hee, I can't talk to him, that all that stuff. Can't we just get, this is only a 2-episode story? Do we have to have that romantic element kind of thrown in there at the end to cheapen his entire two-episode character arc and motivation? I hate it. I hate it so much. Just would really like to see it be about something else, But be that as it may, great story, very well told, and my headcanon will be I just deleted that. So, for me, it's a perfect story. All right, we're doing a character pyramid next. All right, here we go with the character pyramid. First of all, I'm instituting a new category here, backstories, because man, we've had some really good backstories in this series, and I want to start reflecting that, right? So obviously, the top backstory I've seen so far was we just had. I know recency bias, I understand that, but like, man, that was top effing notch backstory stuff here. So Kakashi's at top. Orochimaru, we've seen backstory in various places, and he's had a very, very interesting, entertaining backstory. So I'm putting him at number 2. I think Sasuke, his backstory with his brother, like we had several episodes dealing with that. That was all really good. So I'm going to put him at number 3. He'll be at number 3. Now my question is, I don't remember many other backstories. I know that we got some backstory with Pervy Sensei. Don't remember his real name. Let me look that up real quick. I know it starts with a J, but it's like, there's no way in hell I'd ever be able to spell it. Apparently it's Jiraiya. Yeah, no chance in hell pronounce that. I know there's been others. Remind me in the comments what other backstories we had, and I'll, like, it'll remind me of what they were, and then maybe I can add some more to this. But yeah, we've had some killer effing backstories here. Really good. All right, now you may be wondering, why wasn't Sasuke in the villain? Because we hadn't seen him in this series. We'd had 1, maybe 2 episodes with him. Well, now we have, of course. So let's go and get to that. Guess who debuts at the top spot? Wow. That was quite the breakout performance from this sumbitch. Impressive. Now, I'm not 100% convinced Orochimaru is dead, but if there's a question whether or not you're dead or not, then I don't think you can be anywhere near the top. I'm going to have to put your ass down here towards the bottom. But you're not going off the board because I'm not convinced you're dead. I'll put him here. I know it's mad disrespectful having him this far down, but sorry, dude. Like, don't get killed, or don't make me think you're killed. Okay, so we're pretty sure Kakuzuha is dead, right? His body's been autopsied. He's dead. Hate it. I'm not convinced Hidan's dead, but he is buried. So if your ass buried in pieces, then you can't be at the top spot, right? Okay, now then, we've got who? I never found out the name of the dude. How would I even Google this to not be spoiled? I'm gonna put in Sasuke Minion white hair. That probably won't spoil me. I Nothing's coming up, I'm really I don't want to do any kind of deep dive whatsoever. I'm gonna be spoiled like crazy. So he might have other minions in the future. I'm just gonna say white hair. You know what I mean? But I like him a lot. Okay, so that's the second row, third row. Let's put in. I'm gonna say Hulk Boy because again, I don't have any idea what the hell his name is. But he's the other one who has the originator of the curse, right? Maybe Curse Boy's better. Let's say Curse Boy. Okay, so we got Curse Boy. Yeah, I'm not putting terrible actress, voice actress character on here. I love the character. Well, shit, I love the character though, right? The character is pretty interesting. Why would I hold it against the character as written just because the voiceover actor is terrible? All right, fine. Glasses girl. I think we know what her name is. I don't remember now. So I'll just say glasses girl. All right, fine. That's what we're doing. Okay, so Kakashi, man, he just locked in this spot up here now. Okay, let's see. Kind of been hanging out with the villains lately, so I'm not seeing much of a reason to make any other changes. Yeah, I think we're solid here. Mostly, like I knew there was gonna be a lot of changes in villains, and I wanted to do some backstory, so that's where we're at. All right, cool. Probably you're definitely do another one once we get some more time with Naruto, because I feel like he's become more interesting. I just need to see more from him, and then we'll adjust this accordingly. So yeah, Hellboy to end a week with a lot of different episodes. This is everything we've seen this week has been excellent.